Welcome to Health Coach for Women. Intentional living for more happiness and fulfillment in your everyday life with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. Join Marsha as she shares her own personal wellness journey, as well as stories from our guests that will enlighten and inspire you to move towards better health and happiness. Now, here's your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker.
Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Health Coach for Women. I am your host, Marsha. I'm so grateful to be here today. And today I want to talk to you on how to radiate and reinvent yourself in 2024. Of course, you know I always have a quote for you. But before we get started, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. All right. Here's the quote that I found for you today. Radiate your light, even if it's too bright for those around you. Your presence is making a difference. And this is by Panache Desal. I love it. I love it. So you got to radiate your light, even if it's too bright for those around you. I love that because your presence is making a difference. Trust and believe that your presence is making a difference. If you are someone who is of positivity, and I'm sure this is why you're here, or if you're listening on to this podcast, or you're listening and watching on YouTube, you understand and know that to radiate positivity is a blissful, joyous, pleasurable thing. All right. And so when I say to radiate and reinvent yourself, there's so much, and I'm talking about from the inside out, from the inside out. So how can we do that? Right? How can we do that? You know, when it's coming towards the ending of the year, I enjoy reflecting and looking back, right? Celebrating my wins that I've accomplished and also my losses, right? And also my losses. And so, with everything I do and with this path and journey that I'm on, I'm loving it. I'm taking the good with the bad. I'm looking at things quite differently, always having a new perspective, a newfound leash on life, so to speak, and just wanting to continue to grow and evolve as a human being, to evolve as the soul spirit that we are, right? And so it's about growing and evolving, right? And that soul evolution. So that brings me on this topic today. So what are some things that we can do to reinvent ourselves, right? Having one of the things is having a more positive mindset, right? And so if your positive mindset is everything, right? And I've talked about this before. Mindset is everything. So having a positive mindset and looking at things more with an optimistic attitude, right? And know that things are happening to you, right? Understand that things are happening for you rather than to you, I should say, right? And so we can take some of our losses, we can take some of the bad experiences that we've had for the year and let it bring us and keep us into a dark place, or we could take the learning experiences from that and learn to overcome that, right? And learn to how we can channel it into something positive. Channel it into something positive. Okay, so for me, losing my mom was very hard, right? And it's still fresh because it just happened last month. So it's still very fresh. But I have this new leash on life that, listen, we have to make every day as if it's our last day. So, learning how to be present, learning how to not take things or people for granted, right? Learning how to, what you want to achieve and do in this life, don't procrastinate, don't hesitate, do it. Take that action now, do it. Okay? Don't waste time wondering on what ifs and being afraid. Okay? It's okay stepping into the unknown, being okay with taking risk, right? Calculated risk, right? Strategic risk, okay? Just being mindful of that and learning how to be present, living in the moment. Forget about dwelling on the things of the past, right? That doesn't serve you. Things and friends and people who do not serve you. Old habits that do not serve you, right? Letting go of the old habits, whatever that is, whatever your addiction or demon is, right? Whether it's the food addiction, whether it's a drug addiction, sex addiction, right? Whatever it is, being able to be strong enough and willing enough to let it go because you have a purpose. Let it go because you have a purpose. There are things going on around you that is bigger and bigger than you and I. And you know, I like to go deep sometimes, right? So I'm going to try not to get too deep, but you know, there's a spiritual war going on. That's a different topic altogether, right? But you know that the energy, certain energies and frequencies, how it works, right? You understand that, right? So when people say good vibes, good energy, that stuff is real. That stuff is real. So we want to elevate ourselves to a higher frequency, to a higher level of existence, a higher level, right? All together. And so how do we do that? Operating more out of a love frequency, right? Being more loving and kind to the people around us, right? But we first got to be good to ourselves. First and foremost, we have to be good to ourselves. So for 2024, that's what we're going to do, right? We're going to love us. We're going to love on ourselves 100. And if you're already doing so, kudos to you. But for those who aren't, right? For those who aren't, it's time to step up, sisters. It's time to step up, step your game up. It's time to start loving on you, because back to the quote, radiate your light, even though it's too bright for those around you, right? So we can't be trying to dim our light just to please somebody else. No, we're not dimming our light to please somebody else. It's time to radiate, right? And shine and elevate your existence. And so by doing so, you're not only doing something just for yourself, you're doing something for those around you, right? And so you want to pull up your sister and family members and people that you know around you, whether it's your co-workers or total strangers, right? Because sometimes you can walk with such confidence, right? And with such demeanor and aura about you that you will see that you are become a magnet to those around you who don't even know you, without you even opening your mouth, without you even having to say a word. You will become magnetic. Okay. You will attract people around you, okay, who wish to elevate to be where you are, right? Or on the same level as you, and looking to see what they can learn and accomplish from you. So again, mindset, right? Mindset is everything. Having a positive attitude, right? Not taking things for granted. Showing gratitude, right? These things are important. What else can we do? Guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I'm a real simple person. I'm real simple, and that's how I like it. That's just me, right? And so from time to time, I'll glam up and do whatever if it's for some event or something that I'm attending. But for the most part, I like to be simple, easy breezy. I'm simple, right? And I like that. That's the part of me that I enjoy. So, to each his own, right? But what is something else that you can do? What is something else that you can do to reinvent yourself? Remember, mindset, having an attitude of gratitude, right? Being more appreciative, being present, right? Being present, learning to live in the now, living each moment as if it's your last, because we never know when it's our time, right? We never know when it's our time. All right. And it can happen to any one of us at any given time. And when it's that time, age doesn't have a number on it. Know that age doesn't have a number. So why not live like it's your last moment? So what else can we do? Let's start venturing out on some of the things that we wanted to do and experience, right? What are some of those things that we wanted to do and that we've been sitting on a back burner that we've wanted to do and wanted to achieve? And just whether it's a hobby or not, whether it's to learn to play an instrument, whether it's to create art, whatever it is. Maybe you have some fascinating hobby that you would love to share with others. Maybe you can create a course on it and teach other people how to do it. Share it with some other people, right? Share the ideas. Not everybody will be on board with some of your ideas, but that's okay, right? Learning how to, and so I can say another thing of reinventing yourself is learning how to be okay with where you are, right? Learn how to be okay with where you are, but looking forward to where you're trying to go. So how do we do that? It's okay to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes on the way, right? You're going to make mistakes along the way, but be okay with that, because life itself is a learning process. Life itself is a learning process. So be okay with making mistakes. Failure is a part of your success. Know that failure is a part of the journey. So step out to your radiant you boldly or even fearfully, right? But do it anyway. So if you're going to do it fearfully, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Because nothing happens in this life unless you make it happen, right? So you have to be the means for change. You have to make the change. You have to be the one to want it and to do it, right? So how else could we reinvent ourselves and radiate in 2024, right? Maybe you could do something different that you haven't done before. Maybe you can try something different that you've never done before, right? Whatever it is, think about it, whatever it is. Maybe you wanted to try, I don't know, bungee jumping or skydiving, or I don't know, what's the other thing called? Zip lining. I've done that. I think that was this year I did that? Skydive? Not skydiving, I'm sorry. The zip lining. Me not wanting to just be up on just this little trolley and the string thing holding me up. Oh, I thought I would never do something like that, but I did it. I did it anyway. Fearfully, but I did it. Okay. So that's the point that I'm trying to make. Don't be afraid to step out, right? Don't be afraid to step out. All right. And you can't worry about what others may say or what others may think of you and your ideas, right? And they may not support you, and it's okay. It's okay. You'll find that strangers will support you rather than some of those that's close to you, and it's okay, right? Anybody who is an entrepreneur will tell you that, been in business will tell you that, and it's okay, because they won't see your vision. Your vision is yours for you to see. Everybody may not see and understand your vision, and it's okay. It's okay. All right. So don't be afraid to step out. What about for those in the working career, right? Maybe you wanted to switch to another department. Maybe you want to switch jobs because you find that where you are, it's routine, no progress, no room for growth, right? But maybe you got a lot of time in, and so you're just passing the time by, and you don't want to quit your job or anything like that because you got too much time invested. So why not look into moving to a different department? That's how you can make the time go by. And I was having this topic with some family yesterday. So that's one way you could pass the time, right? Maybe you want to go to school and get that higher degree, at your current job and they're willing to pay you more and put you in a different department, right? Maybe they will help pay for your tuition to go to school, right? And so now instead of working in this department where you've been for the past 5 to 10 years, now working on getting your degree, now you can level up and go to another department doing something more that suits your interests, right? And just for change and get a pay raise. Who knows, right? Who knows? Nothing happens when you're standing still, right? The only thing you need to do is take action for change. So nothing happens when you're standing still, all right? So you have to be willing to take strategic risk with yourself. Okay. So the next thing, what about our wellness? What about our self-care? Are you really tapping into your self-care? Are you really tuning in with yourself? Are you really tapping in? Are you really checking in? Are you really taking the time to do the things that's going to help your mind, your body, as well as your spirit? What are we going to do when it comes to that, when it comes to self-care? Will we continue making excuses that we don't have enough time? Actually, right now, I'm fasting for 3 days. Okay, this is what I want. This is how I'm going to go into my new year for 2024. I'm actually fasting for 3 days, and I may do it again before the month is out. But right now, I'm going to do it, right? I've had no food or water for the morning. And that's going to go on until about maybe 5 something. About 5 something. So what are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do for yourself to make 2024 a year full of abundance, right? Full of abundance, full of a prosperity. And I'm not talking about material things. Everything is not always material where I'm just speaking of monetary, maybe money or getting a new vehicle or anything like that. Well, what is going to do for you as a person? You do for you as a soul being, right? What is it going to do for your core, who you are, who you're becoming, your existence, your personal growth, right? What are you going to do as a collective for your community, for your family? What are you going to do? Stop talking about it and start doing, right? Stop talking and start doing. Me, I love doing my podcast. Like I said, I love doing my podcast. I don't care if it's just one person that watch my podcast or one person that listens to my podcast. I enjoy it because it's therapeutic and it's great for me. Of course, I'd like for you to enjoy it as well, but I enjoy what I'm doing simply as a hobby. But what I'm learning is that this now needs to be more important, where it is not just a hobby because I love doing it, I enjoy it, but it's part of my business. It's part of my business, right? And so that's what I'm talking about. Like overall, this whole playing field, this whole leveling that playing field of where you are and being able to have that work-life harmony, right? You hear work-life balance, but I like to say work-life harmony, right? And becoming and tuning in and being more in alignment with your authentic self. That's the next one, right? Being more in tune and authentic with who you really are, right? Who you really are and who you are meant to be. Ladies, do you find yourself caught in the daily grind, juggling between the demands of your career and personal life? Do you dream of thriving both professionally and personally in 2024, but feel overwhelmed by the constant struggle? I understand the challenges you face, and that's why I'm thrilled to invite you to join the 5-day Radiant Soul Challenge. Picture this, a life where you have the secrets to not only survive, but thrive in both your career and personal space. The Radiant Soul Challenge is designed for women just like you, ready to break free from the chains of stress and achieve optimal health. Here's why you should be a part of this exclusive experience. Learn the secrets to thrive both professionally and personally in 2024. Discover actionable insights that will propel you towards success in your career while maintaining a fulfilling personal life. Create more work-life balance for better optimal health. Uncover strategies to strike the perfect balance between your personal aspirations and your well-being, ensuring that you're at the top of your game without sacrificing your health. Implement proven strategies for stress management and productivity skills. Say goodbye to stress overload. Acquire practical techniques that boost your productivity and keep stress at bay, empowering you to excel in your career with ease. Don't miss this chance to embark on a soulful journey. Join the 5-day Radiant Soul Challenge and redefine your path to success. Click the link below and secure your spot in the 5-day Radiant Soul Challenge now. Your thriving future awaits. Hope to see you there. Start tapping into that. Start tuning into that. And how can I do that? You're wondering, well, how? How can I start tuning in to my authentic self? Just being your true self. And the negative aspects that you do not like of yourself, then work on changing it. Hey, we are all human, right? We are all human. None of us are perfect. And so that's what this whole experience here on life is in the physical body, right? Experiencing and the different aspects of life and what it entails, right? Ups and downs, right? As well as good and bad experiences, healing from traumatic experiences, healing and learn to move forward from those experiences that we've had in life and heal from that to move forward into becoming who we were meant to be. We got to do this, guys. We have got to do this. Okay. Because like I said, I'm always saying that you are not here simply to breathe, go to work, eat and sleep. That's boring. I'm sorry. For me, that's boring. All right. I'm an adventurer. All right. I'm an adventurer and I love doing things. I love taking chances, right? Strategic risk, strategic chances, I would say. Having goals, setting goals, realistic goals, setting realistic goals for myself, for yourself. You should be doing that, right? What do you wish to achieve in 2024? What do you wish to achieve? Who do you wish to become in 2024? Start asking yourself those questions. What do you want to achieve in 2024? Why is that important to you? Right? And then ask yourself, why is that important? Right? Why is it important? Why does it matter? Visualize it and picture yourself. What would happen if you were to achieve that and create that life of abundance and prosperity that you want? What would happen? What would change in your life? Who would benefit from that? Right? It's not just about you and I. What would change? Who could you help? Who could you help? Who could benefit from you being this new you? Tapping into this new you. These are just random questions, right? Random questions. Okay. So you can do that. You can do that. And what about finding a good support system, right? How else could you radiate and reinvent yourself in 2024? How else could you do that? What about finding like-minded people like yourself who's on the same level as you are or higher, right? Or higher. And so as you, and I'm going to sidetrack for just a minute, moment, as you evolve and grow as a person, you're going to find that there are going to be people that you leave behind along the way, right? And it just happens to work out that way simply because they're not headed where you're headed. They're not on the same path as where you are. That may not be where they are at that moment, right? And it's okay. It's okay. But you have to move forward. You have to keep moving. Remember, because nothing happens when you're standing still. So you have to still continuously grow and evolve, right? And so you want to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, right? No time for the gossip and negativity. No time for it, right? No time for gossip and negativity. It's all about being positive. It's all about how you can grow and evolve. It's all about what you can do as far as taking care of the mind, body, and spirit, right? Taking care of our health, our wellness, our well-being, taking care of our health, right? Putting our health first, putting ourselves first so that we can be beneficial to others. How can we do that if we're not loving ourselves and treating ourselves right? If we're putting toxins in our body, or we're listening to toxicity, right? We can't do better. We have to surround ourselves with like-minded beings, people who operate more from a place of love rather than fear. I talk about this stuff all the time, right? Operating at a love frequency. And a part of that is putting foods in our bodies that's good to us, right? That love us back, I should say, like Dr. Amen says. Foods that loves you back, right? Choosing the right foods, eating healthier foods, reducing oxidative stress, getting rid of free radicals out of the body, right? Stop poisoning ourselves with the foods that's not good for us, right? Loading up on toxins. We got enough toxins, right? Your household appliances alone, your home environment is full of toxins, right? There's so many things that you can do. Just little things, little small changes could lead to lasting results. Little small changes could lead to lasting results. So this year, coming into 2024, what are we going to do better for ourselves, right? Being more connected and grounded, right? Being more connected and grounded to nature. Appreciation, right? Staying grounded in our faith, our spiritual beliefs, whatever it is. Being connected to Source, the creator of all, whatever you believe in, right? I believe in the creator of all, the Most High, right? And so another thing is stop validation seeking. Stop validation seeking, right? Stop seeking validation from other people to determine who you are. They don't determine who you are. They don't even know you. In some cases, they don't even like you. Facts. In some cases, they don't even like you. Why? Because you're shining your light too bright. Your light is starting to shine. Oh, it's shining so much that it's outshining them. Well, that has nothing to do with you. You can't stop your progress and your growth. In 2024, what are you going to do? That's the question. Are you going to continue to sit around and complain about what you don't want and what you don't have, or are you going to get up and do something about it? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. You don't want that job. You don't want that job. You don't want any job. Well, then create your own job. Start your own business. Whatever it is, nothing is holding you back except for yourself, except for your negative thinking and repeated patterns. So you have to change those old habits and repeated patterns, right? And do away with the negative thinking. Okay? Things in life won't always be easy. It won't always be easy. Things is not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. You got to do the work. You have to be willing to do the work. And so, and I'm saying all of this because I want to push you, right? I want to push you. And I don't care how old you are. I don't care how old you are that's listening to this. You could be 17, 18, 19. You could be 45, 55, 65, 75, 105. I don't care what it is. You have people who are doing things for the first time or getting their high school diploma because they never finished school at 60 and 70 years old. Whatever you want in life, you have to create it, you have to want it, and you just have to go for it. Don't worry about when you fall down. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and keep it moving. I'm looking forward to 2024. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for all the new things that I will encounter, right? That I'd like to experience. I'm looking forward to all of it. Okay. And I'm sure there'll be bumps in the road. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. But I'm going to pick myself up and dust myself off like I have been doing, like I've done in the past, and I'll continue to do. Okay. Because I don't look at that as a setback for me. I look at that as, what did you do wrong? What could have you have done differently? Everything is a learning process. Life is the best teacher. Life is the best teacher. Okay. So this is why I wanted to talk about this today for this episode. This is why I want to talk about this, because we got to stop. We got to stop taking things for granted, right? We have to start living in the present moment. Okay, your husband cheated on you or whatever, or you had a bad breakup, whatever. Okay, that's on them. Whatever it was. But also you take accountability for the role you played, right? So as you reflect in 2024, no matter what it is, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your personal finance, whatever it is, take a seat back and look and see what role you played and what you could have played out differently. Okay? Take accountability, right? Level up. Level up in 2024. Take care of yourself, right? If you're not doing it now, start doing it. Gradual changes. Start taking care of yourself. Start taking care of yourself. Take care of your skin. Take care of your hair. Take care of your body, the whole part of your body, everything in your body. Start tuning in, paying attention to tuning into your body, right? Tuning into your body and what your body is trying to tell you. Get that yearly checkup, right? Check your levels, right? Check your health levels for your vitamins and check your thyroid. Get that GYN exam. Get that mammogram, right? What's the other one called? The colon test. I forgot. Is a name for it? It's a colonoscopy or whatever the test is called. The one where you have to test some stool or whatever. Get tested for certain things, right? If you know you have a history of diabetes in your family, start eating the right foods, right? If you know you are obesity runs in your family, start doing the right things. Start doing the things now. Try a fast. Try fasting, right? Try drinking sea moss. Try drinking more spring water. Try coconut water. Just start doing things differently. Have more fresh fruits and vegetables. Start walking, start moving, being in a state of flow. I can't tell you. What else could I tell you? The rest is up to you. The rest is up to you. Okay? Start tuning in. I said this already, grounding, earthing, putting your feet in the bare earth, right? If you have nice weather and nice places where there's beautiful weather, go outside and put your feet into the bare earth. Start connecting with the things around you. Because it's all a part of one. One does not exist without the other. What do you mean? One doesn't exist without the other. Yeah, one does not exist without the other. The trees help clean the air we breathe. We need the trees. We need the trees, right? We need the bees to pollinate, not just for honey. We need the bees to pollinate, right? And this is how flowers and this is how plants get fertilized and all of that stuff. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Okay? Appreciate the things around you. Be good to yourself. Be good to others, but more importantly, be good to yourself. I'm looking off to the side at these birds. They're just coming all around. I don't know what's going on. Am I attracting them or what? I don't know. They're just coming all around here. I don't know. But tune in. Tune in. Oh my gosh. This is what I loved about with the indigenous people of the Americas, the Native Americans. They had a connection with nature and the appreciation of the animals and everything around them, right? I don't want to start getting too deep, but know that love is the ultimate frequency. Love is the ultimate, right? It's the highest frequency that you can be in. Being in a love frequency, positivity. We need more of that. We need more of that on the planet. We need more of that to share amongst other people. Let's work on doing that now. Forget about waiting till 2024. Let's start doing it now. If you haven't started, let's start doing it now. Stop looking at other people, right? And maybe not you, but stop looking at other people, right? And judging them based on their clothes, based on their material things, without hearing a word of what they got to say. Because something they have to say may benefit you. It may hit your core, right? It may be a message that has to be sent to you. You know, that divination, when it comes, that divine message, when it comes, it could come from a homeless man or a homeless woman. That message when it comes to you. So stop looking at other people and judging them based on what they have or what they don't have. Stop seeking validation for yourself of what you think people should be, right? To validate you, your existence. Stop seeking validation. Step into your authentic you, your authentic self. And again, the things that you don't like about yourself that you could improve, work on that. Work on it. It's not about perfection. Remember, it's not about perfection. Perfection is an illusion. It's about becoming better and doing better. That's it. That's it in a nutshell, guys. I am done. I'm so happy right now. I don't even know. I'm telling you, I'm happy right now. And I'm in a good vibe, a good mood, despite other things, with losing my mom. I'm okay. And I'm saying I know that mom is okay. Okay. So be kind to other people. Treat people as you would like to be treated, with respect. Okay. With honesty, integrity. Be good to other people. Be good to yourself. Until next time, bye for now.
Thank you so much for listening to Health Coach for Women with your host, Marsha Roopchand-Walker. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to rate, subscribe, and review on your preferred podcast listening platform. We really appreciate that effort. Until next time.